Alright guys, I'm gonna continue talking about some applications of 3D printings in metallic applications. The first example is a company called Metal Technology, and I think that we have an insider here. So, what is cool about this company is that, for what I could find on internet, they employ between 10 to 19 employees, and their annual revenue fluctuates between 2.5 and 5 million dollars. So it's a lot for such a such a small group of people. So what they focus on is particularly manufacture with exotic metals, what they define as exotic metals, such as zirconium, molybdenum, tantalum, vanadium, titanium. And one of the case studies that I saw was this oil pump pulley, which is a piece that was required by some guys that participate in what they call English racing in Washington, and they needed to redesign the pulley because the conventional pulley that came with the engine manufactured by the vendor was raising too much pressure. These engines in competitions get to up to 10,000 RPM, so they needed to resize it, redesign it, and get it. And additive manufacturing was a good alternative. In this case, it was made with DMLS and in using stainless steel. So I was telling you they had to redesign this, and the benefit of this was the lower cost for such a customized part, and the final part they got it in within 3 days, which is unprecedented for conventional manufacturing. And the second example is this company called Solid Concepts, which was founded in California in the 1981, but now they have presence in California, Arizona, and Texas. They have more than 400 employees, and they focus on rapid prototyping, direct digital manufacturing, and tooling and injection molding. One of the examples that they advertise is the 3D printing of this gun, the model M1911, which one of the functionalities is that once it shoots a bullet in the barrel chamber, or however it's called, they get a pressure over 20,000 psi every time that they shoot a gun. And it was done completely by 3D printer, 3D printing processes, except for the springs. All of the 30-ish pieces in it, including the carbon fiber cover for the handle. It was made the main body using 17-4 stainless steel and Inconel 625. This gun, it's called 1911, given that it was designed in the 1800 and was used first in the First World War and the Second World War, Korean and Vietnam Wars. It was in operation until 1986, and in this case, there was no benefit of 3D printing in it. They were just wanted to show that they could get precision out of this process, and that it was completely functional. In fact, the gun itself cost something around $4,000, and the 3D printed version cost around $6,000. They've tried it, and they already went over the thousandth time or run of shots, and they keep using it as a demonstration. And these are my references.